So regarding color palette, when I'm painting pictures like this, both taking inspiration from the old masters with the background and also how I portray the figure is also kind of old. The fun thing here is that we're bridging orange with green, and that's two colors that I don't necessarily think go that well together. So getting them to mix together has been a heck of a problem for the longest time. But what I do now is I use Belton Molotov. So all the colors I refer to here, I don't know what they're called unless you're using these. For the beige colors, it's cappuccino and then espresso and also milk coffee. All of them are on the green side of beige. Going darker, we're going mocha. Here, here, here. And then the darkest areas, I am using CMP dark brown. And we can see that here, here, a little bit here. The darkest regions in general are all made with this. I'm lightening the shadows up a bit now because you don't want to have too much of it. I feel like the more you can lean into your midtones, the more the light and the shadow punches where it actually sits. And one of the most important colors in these sort of paintings I've found is ochre brown, because it is a magnificent blend, meaning areas like these, and in general where you want to go from greenish hues to orange-ish hues. I use this as sort of a glue to get them to stick together. We got orange brown middle, and also orange brown light. I'm using it as the aura of the figure, and also here, 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 blended with ochre. And I've done something that I haven't done in the other ones I've made on this. I've introduced khaki, and it's quite a filthy color, just to get this sort of, and here, this golden shimmer effect. That's also on the green side. And then I'm not necessarily only using CMP brown for shadows. I'm also using chocolate brown. And here we have our warm shadows. So think in this area, here, here. Before we get into the actual darkest of browns, we can use this as sort of a blending tool. I stay away from whites, no whites at all, just because I feel like the whites fuck up the shimmering effect or the aura of the picture. So even though I can work from references where the actual color is white, I'm still gonna make it this yellowish hue, just because I feel like it looks better. I've used vanilla. It's sort of yellowish. You can see it here and here. And for the most important highlights, think right here and right here, some right here, and some right here. I'm using ivory light. So for every highlight color I choose, I am super wary that it doesn't necessarily bridge over to whites, but it's a tinted white. It also helps quite a lot to darken the background. The background isn't necessarily done here. I just wanted it dark so I can push the light even further, just for the fun of it. You can see in this, and some here, I've experimented with mustard yellow and melon yellow. That's a first for this kind of portrait. I usually dance more in the greens than I do in the yellow and oranges. But for this, it's a funky combination, and I feel like it's starting to stick as well. The magic in this sort of portrait is definitely both taking your time and also allowing the fades to do its thing. So this area and this area didn't look right at all in the beginning, and this, but you just have to work and work with it and sort of get a feel for, use ochre. Ochre is the best friend you have in this sort of painting, and when you've done a couple of them, you can also, you don't have to use that much of it, but I still use it a lot. So, especially in the areas where I don't feel like shit blends, it's just, okay, let me do some ochre over here, and then it sits. Yeah, I think that's about it.